All right, good morning. So here it is in mid-July, and this dwarf Hawaiian tree is getting removed. So it's a great mango. It tastes very good, but for my location, which I'm a little bit west of the coast, it is just not as productive as I would like it to be. And since I have another property that is about 10 miles further east and closer to the coast, and I already have two dwarf Hawaiians on the other property, what I'm doing is I'm selling this one to Bill, who's back there. He's already working on it. He's excited. So he's going to take home this nice dwarf Hawaiian, and part of the deal is he's got to dig it up, but he's struggling. So I'm going to work on digging it up a little bit here with him. And what I have is a handy dandy shovel, and this is not the full shovel. I have a full blade somewhere. I'm going to get the full blade. And we have our bucket to put our dirt in. And so we're going to just put the dirt in the bucket, and we're going to slowly work around the tree over the next, I have no idea how long this tree is going to take. So stick with me, check in a few minutes, and maybe watch and see what happens. All right, I'm back with my real shovel with the full blade, and we're going to go around the tree somewhere. Try to get in there, break up the roots. And what's going to eventually have to happen is I need to take out the dirt so I can then work and see. I like to put it in this other bucket here. Something buried in there. And so you're just going to work around the tree and check back with me and after I pass out from the heat. Between all of us digging around here, it took, I don't know, about 15-20 minutes to dig this. And so what you see here is we've dug around nice and wide. We tried to cut the roots on this outer edge, and then by digging with the shovel in this way, so I dig with the shovel like this and try to pull up the dirt this way, because once I've pushed in here and I've cut those roots, I'm now trying to leave as much of the roots intact as I can for this size tree. So right now it looks like an Wile E. Coyote video under there, and you're like, what is that? I'm too young or too old or whatever. But the rock, where you have this big rock that's on top of a small little pivot point, so there's like a pivot point there now. And so when I take this tree, and you can see how easily it rocks, what we're going to do is we're going to take the tarp, we're going to try to bring the tree up onto this tarp and conserve as much of the roots and soil as we can. And then we got the hard job of lifting it up into the tailgate of this truck. Here we go. Let's start to do it. All right. All right. This is what I think. This is what I don't know. What if we put this dirt on this edge, so when we're dragging it, it doesn't drag the tarp? And then we'll put another dirt on this edge for the same reasons. All right, you ready? Ready? You can be in the video though if you want. So, all right, so while I went to go get an axe and loppers, it got tilted out, and so basically all I'm going to do is I'm looking under here for any big roots that I might need to cut, and there is a very large taproot coming down. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. So I want to cut this as low or as deep as I can, because the more roots that we can keep on this thing, the better its chance of survival. So let me just maybe get a big long shovel, and I'm going to cut it as deep down as I can get. All right, I feel it's cut or not. Now it's cut. Heard it. So that's that. Next, we're going to tilt it back the other way, and we're going to look under this side, see if there's any other big roots. And I don't see any. There's a root. Now from here, this is where Bill is going to show off his physical prowess, and we're going to try to lift this thing up into the tarp. Ready, Bill? Probably get down. The easiest way is going to be, hold on. Well, maybe, hold on, let's rock it. Let's rock it. Let me rock it to you first. I want to make sure there's no roots. And I'm going to rock it back the other way. Make sure there are no roots. All right, there are no roots. Now,
we might want to reduce the amount of dirt that we're lifting.
So Bill says we're going to reduce the amount of dirt. I sort of agree. You don't want. All right, that's a good amount, I think.
Yeah, that's a lot of pounds right there already. So.
All right, now it's gonna be a matter of can we both fit in there and get it, or? Something's holding it. Hold on. Hold on. All right, so you found another root or two in there. Watch your fingers.
Okay, here it's right.
Watch your fingers. Let me get in there.
Yeah. You see it?
Not really, but I felt it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think. Hold on. I think there's one. Oh, I think I got it. All right, let's see what we can do. No, root still holding it. Find the root. Get the dirt out so I can see what I'm doing. That's cut. Oh, boy. Try again. I think something's still holding it. Here, hold. That's cut. That's cut. That's cut. Ready? That's what you're gonna do. Pull on this. Got it? There you go, Bill. Okay, just lean it over this way. All right. So we still have some dirt, not as much as maybe we would like, but between how heavy the tree is, how heavy the uh, dirt is, it's a lot of weight. Look at the size hole that we've wound up digging here. All these little 15-gallon containers I've filled up. So yeah, a lot of weight. Now we're gonna drag this over to the truck and try to manhandle it into the tailgate. So stay tuned. We got the tree out, we put it into the tarp, we wrapped it up. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to start to take this wonderful dirt, dump it back into the hole. So I'm going to fill my hole back up with all this dirt here. Oops, get the shovel out before we bury it. Be like King Arthur's sword in there or something. So Bill has made the wonderful observation that there's more dirt now than we originally took out. And that's because, well, this property was developed about 40 years ago. So all the dirt and the soil over time settles and becomes more compacted. So when we've taken it out, we've aerated it, if you will. We fluffed it. And so since it's been fluffed and aerated, it looks like there's more dirt in there than we took out. But really, it's due to like air pockets and things. Now, if we were compacting it as we put it back in, which we're not, it would probably fit back in. And the other reason I don't really want to overly compact it is, well, I got a tree I'm going to plant in this area. And the tree that I'm putting in this area is going to be, I believe, a lemon ash. Maybe an orange sherbet. But I'm going to put in one of those two trees. Either a lemon ash or orange sherbet. And so this soil being fluffed up, uncompacted, it's going to be good for the roots. It's going to allow water to percolate really well. So water will get into my soil a little better in this area. And this is, I don't know, 5-foot diameter hole, about 4.5, 5 feet. So all that water is going to go in there. And so when I plant my other tree, it's going to hold a little more moisture. Those roots are going to want to expand really well. And it's going to grow. And that's what I want. And if you look over here, I still have this big, like 25 gallon or so, 15 gallon pot that of dirt that came out of here. But then again, once you start to compact it, all right, now for the fun part. You're going to watch me and Bill grunt, struggle. It's going to be, I can't tell you the sounds or words, but we're going to try to get this into the back of his truck. So here we go. You ready, Bill? Yeah. Should your tailgate thing, you think that will be in the way? I don't want to. I guess just pick up here and kind of drag. Yeah. Alright. So the drag went easy. Hold on, you ready? That was not as bad as we thought.
Let me get up there.
A little.
Bit.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you have it. And I'm sure we're losing a lot of the dirt. It's getting rocked around here, but
Let's see. You want to
I
close the tailgate?
Yeah. Does it have a button or then just lean?
Think.
You probably just lean it. Find a
If we can just kind of tie it so that it's not gonna
yeah.
go anywhere.
Yeah. So one dwarf Hawaiian out of my life, and either orange sherbet or lemonesh to be replaced with. So now, thing is will the question I have is, will the video continue? Am I going to help Bill plant the tree?